And he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
As more victims step forward to share their experiences, artists who have worked with Diddy are also beginning to speak out. Among the latest celebrities to come out is Justin Bieber, who was taken under Diddy's wing at the tender age of 15.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream, and we gonna go full crazy.
Bieber recently revealed some intriguing details about his interactions with Diddy that have left fans in shock.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
To understand the full scope of these allegations, it's important to review the timeline of Diddy's controversies and his relationship with Bieber. November 2023, Cassie and 2 others file suit. In November 2023, Cassie, the former partner of Sean Diddy Combs, shocked many by filing a civil suit against him, alleging sexual and physical abuse throughout their relationship. She submitted her case on November 16th under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which allows adult victims of sexual violence to file civil claims regardless of the statute of limitations. In her lawsuit, Cassie claimed that Combs assaulted her during episodes of uncontrollable rage and exerted tight control over her life. She alleged that he forced her to engage in acts he referred to as freak-offs with other men, often escorts he paid to travel with them while he watched. The alleged abuse occurred from 2007 until Cassie left Combs in late 2018. Combs vehemently denied her allegations, and they settled the lawsuit just 1 day after it was filed. Inspired by Cassie's lawsuit, Joy Dickerson-Neal came forward on November 23rd to file her own suit against Combs, a day before the Adult Survivors Act was set to expire. Dickerson-Neal alleged that Combs drugged and assaulted her in 1991, recording the incident without her consent. She had agreed to dinner with Combs on January 3, 1991, in Harlem, while on winter break from Syracuse University. According to her lawsuit, he intentionally drugged her and took her to his residence, where she was unable to resist his advances. Later, a male friend informed her that Combs had filmed the assault and shared it with others. Combs denied these allegations as well. On the final day for filing claims under the Adult Survivors Act, Liza Gardner also accused Combs of abusing her when she was a teenager. Gardner alleged that in 1991, she and a friend met Combs and R&B singer Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in Manhattan. After the party, she was invited back to Hall's apartment, where Combs and Hall provided her with drinks throughout the evening. According to the lawsuit, Combs coerced her into intimate acts, leaving Gardner feeling shocked and traumatized. Hall reportedly entered the room shortly after Combs had finished. December 2023. Jane Doe says she was assaulted by a group at 17. In December, a woman identified as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit claiming she was violated by a group and trafficked by Combs and Harve Pierre, the former president of Combs's record label. The woman, who was 17 at the time, said the incident took place in 2003 when Combs was 34. According to the lawsuit, Doe met Combs and Pierre at a lounge in Detroit, where Combs convinced her to travel with them to New York City on a private jet. Before leaving, Pierre allegedly smoked crack and coerced her into performing intimate acts. Once in New York, she was taken to a studio where Combs, Pierre, and a third defendant allegedly gave her excessive amounts of drugs and alcohol. The lawsuit claims the men took turns abusing her in a bathroom while she was too intoxicated to give consent. They allegedly left her on the bathroom floor before flying her back to Michigan. Combs denied the allegations, and Pierre dismissed the claims as a tale of fiction. February 2024. Rodney Jones accuses Combs of RICO enterprise. In February, Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a federal lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and his associates of serious illegal activities. Jones, who worked as a producer on Combs' latest album, claimed he lived and traveled with Combs from September 2022 to November 2023. During this time, Jones alleged that he was abused by Combs, pressured into sensual acts, and coerced to procure women for him. He also claimed to have witnessed Combs serving drinks laced with drugs at parties. The lawsuit detailed that Combs required Jones to record him continuously, resulting in Jones obtaining hours of footage that allegedly showed Combs and his staff engaging in criminal conduct. Screenshots from these video clips, which reportedly captured parties involving women and escorts, were included in the suit. Jones further accused Combs of attempting to groom him for an intimate relationship, stating that the harassment and assaults occurred at Combs' homes in Florida, Los Angeles, and New York, as well as on a yacht in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Jones also claimed that he and another man, Brendan Paul, were asked to transport drugs and firearms for Combs. In later filings, Jones additionally accused Combs and his son of being involved in a 2022 shooting at a Los Angeles recording studio, though both men denied the allegations. Combs's attorney responded by dismissing the claims, calling the accusations a transparent attempt to garner headlines, and asserting that the events described were entirely fictional. March 2024. Combs' homes searched by federal agents. On March 25th, Homeland Security agents raided Sean Diddy Combs' properties in Los Angeles and Miami. Sources revealed that firearms were found during the searches, although further details were not disclosed. At the time, Combs was headed to the Bahamas, but was stopped at a Miami airport, where officials confiscated his cell phones. Combs' attorney, Dyer, stated that Combs was not detained but fully cooperated with authorities. He criticized the raid as an ambush, attributing it to a rush to judgment based on accusations made in civil lawsuits. Dyer maintained that there had been no findings of criminal or civil liability, and emphasized Combs' innocence. Meanwhile, Brendan Paul, a known associate of Combs, was arrested at Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport around the same time. Paul had been named in a previous lawsuit as someone who allegedly helped Combs acquire and distribute drugs and firearms. Authorities found suspected cocaine and marijuana candy in Paul's bags. He was charged and later released on bail. Paul's attorney declined to comment extensively, stating that the case would be handled in court. In another lawsuit, Grace O'Marcaigh accused Christian Combs, Sean Combs's son, of drugging and assaulting her while she worked on a yacht during a trip at the end of 2022. The elder Combs was also named as a defendant. The alleged incident occurred just days before Sean Combs hosted a high-profile New Year's Eve yacht party. O'Marcaigh provided transcriptions of audio clips as evidence, documenting her rejection of Christian Combs' advances during the assault. May 2024. Video surfaces of 2016. Assault on Cassie in hotel. Months after Cassie's civil suit against Sean Diddy Combs was settled, CNN obtained video evidence showing Combs physically attacking her, an incident she detailed in the lawsuit. The footage, recorded in a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016, captured the assault from multiple angles in the hallway, though it lacked audio. The video begins with Cassie, wearing a hooded sweatshirt and holding her bags, walking towards an elevator. Combs, dressed in only a towel, runs after her and assaults her near the elevator. Moments later, Combs sits in a chair and throws an object in her direction. Following the release of the video, Combs issued a public apology via social media, acknowledging his behavior and describing the period as one of his darkest times. He claimed to have sought therapy and rehab after the incident. Combs expressed regret, stating that his actions in the video were inexcusable and that he was disgusted with himself both then and now. Cassie's attorney, Meredith Firetog, criticized Combs's apology, calling it self-serving, and pointing out that he had initially denied the allegations when women, including Cassie, came forward. Firetog emphasized that Combs's apology only came after his actions were caught on video, dismissing it as disingenuous. In September 2024, Dawn Richard, a former member of Danity Kane, also sued Combs in federal court. She alleged that Combs assaulted and threatened her when she attempted to intervene and support Cassie during her relationship with him. Richard claimed that Combs threatened her life, saying he had the power to make people disappear. Combs's attorney responded, expressing shock and disappointment over Richard's lawsuit. September 16, 2024. Combs is arrested. On Monday, September 16, Sean Combs was arrested by federal agents following a sealed indictment, as announced by the U.S. Attorney in Manhattan. Federal agents apprehended Combs based on the sealed indictment filed by the Southern District of New York, with plans to unseal the document the following morning. Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, described the charges as unjust and maintained his client's innocence, stating that Combs would work to clear his name. He also highlighted that while Combs may not be perfect, he is not a criminal. In anticipation of the charges, Combs had cooperated fully with the investigation and voluntarily relocated to New York the previous week. Agnifilo emphasized the importance of withholding judgment until all the facts are revealed, asserting that Combs intended to prove his innocence in court. The following day, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, held a news conference where he revealed alarming allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. He stated that since at least 2008, Combs had been abusing, threatening, and coercing victims to satisfy his sexual desires, all while working to protect his reputation and conceal his actions. The indictment against Combs included charges of racketeering conspiracy, asserting that he used his business to engage in various crimes such as trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Williams detailed that part of the allegations involved Combs forcing victims to participate in activities he termed freak-offs, which could last for days and often included drugs administered to the victims. Notably, Cassie's civil lawsuit also cited freak-offs in its claims against him. Combs's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, responded firmly, stating they would vigorously contest the charges. He declared Combs to be innocent, emphasizing his determination to fight the allegations. "Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end," Agnifilo asserted. Justin Bieber breaks his silence. In early 2024, rumors began to circulate across social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube, suggesting that Justin Bieber was working on a new song with the lyric, "Lost myself at a Diddy party." The rumor spread quickly, with posts featuring audio clips that appeared to contain Bieber's voice singing the alleged lyric. The speculation intensified following the arrest of rapper and music producer Sean Diddy Combs in New York City on September 16, 2024, on serious charges including trafficking and racketeering. Fans began to draw connections between the song's rumored lyrics and Diddy's scandal, speculating that Bieber was revealing his disillusionment with the world of fame and the darker side of the industry. According to these rumors, the song tells a story of Bieber's experience at one of Diddy's infamous parties, where he allegedly felt overwhelmed by the superficiality and toxicity of the entertainment world. The lyric, "Lost myself at a Diddy party," was seen by many as a sign of Bieber's disillusionment with the fame and fortune he once eagerly pursued. As fans debated the meaning behind the supposed track, Bieber's management and record label chose not to comment on the authenticity of the song or the rumors surrounding it. Despite the intense online chatter, Bieber's team has remained tight-lipped about the alleged song, leaving its existence purely speculative. What is clear, however, is that Bieber has been navigating a difficult few years, both personally and professionally. In June 2022, he revealed that he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which temporarily paralyzed part of his face. This health scare forced him to cancel the remaining dates of his Justice World Tour in September 2022. Since then, Bieber has been taking a step back from the spotlight, focusing on his health and recovery. In a September 2024 interview with the New York Times, Singer-songwriter Michael "Mac G" Gordon confirmed that he had been collaborating with Bieber on new music, although none of the material has been released as of yet. Fans eagerly await new content from Bieber, but his management has remained vague about any forthcoming projects. Bieber was even offered the headlining slot at Coachella in 2023, according to TMZ, but turned it down, choosing instead to focus on recording his 7th studio album. Reports suggested that this new album would feature collaborations with major artists, including Ed Sheeran, though no official release date has been set. Since the release of his 6th studio album, Justice, in March 2021, Bieber's only musical output has been a track called Holiday, a collaboration with rapper Don Toliver released in April 2022. There has been little public information about his next album, leading to heightened speculation whenever rumors like the Diddy Party song surface. In February 2023, Bieber interviewed his wife, Hailey Bieber, for Vogue Australia, during which she hinted at her husband's new music. "The new song that you just recorded, I can't stop listening to right now," Hailey said, teasing fans without providing any concrete details. Yet, even this brief comment has fueled excitement among Bieber's fan base as they wait for his next big release. As Bieber's absence from the music scene grows more noticeable, various celebrities have hinted at disturbing experiences tied to Sean Diddy Combs, whose parties and influence in the music industry are facing increasing scrutiny. Among those who have spoken out are Usher and Justin Bieber, both of whom had early connections with Combs that shaped their rise to fame, but also exposed them to darker aspects of the industry. Usher's relationship with Combs began when he was just 14 years old. Discovered by Combs and signed to Bad Boy Entertainment, Usher quickly found himself immersed in the fast-paced world of fame under the rapper's mentorship. While Combs played a pivotal role in launching Usher's career, the influence came with a troubling side. In a 2012 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Usher revealed that his early interactions with Combs were far from ideal for a teenager. Combs introduced him to the world of drugs and parties, pushing him into situations where he felt pressured to engage in behaviors he wasn't prepared for. Usher expressed regret over some of his choices during this time, noting that Combs was not the role model he had hoped for. Eventually, Usher felt the need to distance himself from Combs to carve out his own identity and path. Justin Bieber's experience with Combs mirrors some of what Usher went through. Bieber, discovered by Usher on YouTube in 2009, was quickly introduced to Combs, who, much like with Usher, took an immediate interest in the young pop star. Combs showered Bieber with gifts, including a Lamborghini, and invited him to lavish parties. But behind the glamour lay a more troubling dynamic. According to Bieber's mother, Patty Mallet, Combs's influence went far beyond material offerings. In a 2023 YouTube video, Mallet claimed that Combs introduced her teenage son to a world of drugs and alcohol, offering him cocaine, marijuana, and champagne at his infamous parties. Mallet said she was deeply disturbed by the environment Bieber was exposed to and intervened to distance him from Combs's influence. Both Usher and Bieber have since moved on from their early relationships with Combs and have achieved massive success in their own right. However, they have also faced significant personal struggles along the way, including addiction, mental health issues, and legal challenges. Some of these difficulties could be traced back to their early exposure to the excesses of Combs' lifestyle, which likely had a lasting impact on their personal and professional lives. These revelations about Combs's behavior and his influence on young stars like Usher and Bieber contribute to a growing narrative of exploitation within the music industry. As more celebrities begin to open up about their experiences, it sheds light on the darker side of fame and the predatory nature of certain power dynamics within the entertainment world. The stories of Usher and Bieber serve as cautionary tales about the potential dangers young artists face when coming into contact with powerful figures who may not always have their best interests at heart. Even so, fears are mounting for Justin Bieber following reports that he has cut himself off from the world in response to the arrest of Sean "Diddy" Combs. The news of Diddy's arrest on serious charges, including allegations of sex trafficking, has sent shockwaves through the music industry. And Bieber, who once considered Combs a close mentor and friend, has been particularly affected. Bieber's relationship with Diddy began when the pop star was just a child. At the age of 14, Bieber pitched a song to Diddy, whom he once referred to as a brother. This pivotal moment in Bieber's career helped catapult him into stardom, and their bond only grew as Bieber's fame skyrocketed. Throughout his rise to global fame, Bieber frequently spent time with Diddy, and their relationship was publicly visible, with Diddy often referring to Bieber as part of his inner circle. However, with Diddy's alleged crimes now being revealed, Bieber has found himself in a state of turmoil, struggling to reconcile the person he thought he knew with the serious accusations now facing the music mogul. According to sources close to the singer, Bieber is deeply disturbed by the revelations. An insider explained, "Bieber is so disturbed by the Diddy news and is unwilling to process it or discuss it, so he has shut off." The impact of these events has reportedly left Bieber in emotional distress, as many of the people who helped shape his early career were closely tied to Diddy. Compounding Bieber's feelings of unease are his regrets about their recent professional collaboration. Last year, Bieber lent his vocals to Diddy's album, The Love Album, Off the Grid, contributing to a track titled Moments. This was supposed to be a full-circle moment for the pop star, given their history. But now, in light of the recent allegations against Diddy, Bieber is reportedly wishing he had never been involved. He had a long break from Diddy when he believes most of this took place, and he had distanced himself from him, a source close to Bieber said. He was featured on Diddy's most recent album, and had he known any of this, there is no way he would have done it. The unfolding scandal has also resurfaced old footage of Bieber and Diddy together, further stoking public interest in their past relationship. One particular clip, which has been circulating on social media, shows a 15-year-old Bieber standing next to Diddy, who is describing the time they were spending together. "He's having 48 hours with Diddy, where we're hanging out, and what we're doing we can't really disclose. But it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream," Diddy said in the clip. While it may have seemed innocent at the time, in retrospect, many are now viewing the interaction with suspicion, especially given the serious nature of the charges Diddy is now facing. Bieber and Diddy's relationship had been in the spotlight before, with other clips highlighting the shift in their dynamic as Bieber's career progressed. In one video, a visibly older Bieber interacts with Diddy, who teases the young pop star for not hanging out as much as they used to. "You're starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out," Diddy remarked to the then 17-year-old Bieber. These playful exchanges, once viewed as part of the celebrity lifestyle, now seem tainted by the troubling allegations against Diddy. The recent investigations into Diddy's activities, including the raids on his homes in Los Angeles and Miami, have thrown the entire entertainment industry into disarray. For Bieber, who has always maintained a relatively private personal life despite his immense fame, the connection to Diddy has become a source of personal turmoil. The insider emphasized that Bieber has intentionally stayed silent on the matter and has no plans to address it publicly. Justin hasn't been responding on this since the home raids. He's not going to. Adding to Bieber's distress is the fact that his relationship with Diddy stretches back to the earliest days of his career. When he was just 15, Bieber signed with Usher's record label, and Usher became a mentor to the young star. Around the same time, Bieber and Diddy began spending more time together, with Diddy even joking that he had been given custody of Bieber for short periods. Diddy once famously stated, "I don't have legal guardianship of him, Bieber, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, and we're gonna go full crazy." The resurfacing of these old interactions, combined with the ongoing legal drama, has painted Bieber's past in a new and uncomfortable light. What was once seen as a close mentor-mentee relationship now raises questions about the power dynamics and potential exploitation that may have been at play. While Bieber has distanced himself from Diddy in recent years, his recent collaboration with the now disgraced mogul has only intensified the scrutiny surrounding their past. As the scandal surrounding Diddy continues to unfold, Bieber's reaction serves as a stark reminder of the complexities that come with fame, particularly when close associations with powerful figures in the industry are called into question. For now, Bieber has chosen to process the revelations privately, but the impact on his emotional well-being appears significant. Whether he will eventually spill more tea remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs has sent ripples through both the hip-hop world and Bieber's personal life.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, so I'm going to be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, wear your seatbelt.
I mean, I'm 15, you could ride in the...
Oh, it's just that you announced your pregnancy, so the world wants to know about if you said that they were expecting a family.
His relationships, particularly with Selena Gomez, became tabloid fodder and fueled public scrutiny. Additionally, Bieber faced accusations of cultural appropriation for his fashion choices and hairstyle. His vocal style and music choices also drew criticism from some quarters,
She's got everything I need.
with claims that his early music was overly commercial. Bieber's social media presence sometimes stirred controversy due to perceived insensitivity or thoughtless comments. However, it's essential to acknowledge that Justin Bieber has made efforts to change his public image as he has matured. He has been open about his past mistakes and used his music to express personal growth and struggles. While he still has critics, he also has a dedicated fan base and has regained respect within the music industry as he's evolved as an artist. Public opinion of celebrities can be complex, and perceptions can shift over time as individuals change and grow. That's all for now, viewers. If you've enjoyed this video today, then you'll probably enjoy the video showing on your screen right now. Click now, and we'll see you in the next video.